King David, um, he's the one who was inspired, perhaps, to write the whole 150 Psalms that we have. Songs. Um, I could see David, for instance, if he was alive today, uh, singing in a pub in Dublin, Ireland. He was a writer of songs. And I want to touch on a psalm that has um, affected everything about me, my understanding of God, my understanding of prayer, um, everything about me. I discovered it first uh, when I was in the seminary in my 20s, and it's the 139th Psalm. But having said all that, I want to digress for a second to put something else out there. There's a psalm in here called Psalm 5, and there's a line in here that intrigues me completely. And I promise myself every week I'll preach about it, and I never do. It's taken out of my mind. So, and it's just one line. It says, "And you, my child," okay, whoever you are at this moment looking at this video, "and you, my child, through the greatness of my love, have access to my house." That's it. "And you, my child," like every prayer that you say is heard. Every prayer, every breath that you draw, every word that you speak. "And you, my child, through the greatness of my love for you, have access to my house." I will also confess that knowing this, like I'm very conscious of it right now, that I have access to the Trinity, I'll spend the rest of today forgetting about it. It's a bit of a mystery. And it was in Psalm 5, and it's around verse 7. Okay, now, some people call this my favorite psalm because I refer to it so often. Well, I don't call it my favorite psalm, but it has completely influenced my being. And it's Psalm 139. So it starts off with Yahweh, that's the I am. "You examine me and know me." Even that line there, "You examine me and you know me." Excuse me for picking on you, little video watcher, but as you're watching this video, the eternal God is examining you, and he knows you. And you will forget this all through today, and you may remember it sometime later tonight. "Oh, the priest said that God is examining me at every second of every day." You examine me and you know me. You know me completely. There's nothing about me that you don't know. And I'm trying to hide like Adam. You examine me and you know me. You know if I'm standing or sitting. In case you haven't observed, I'm sitting at the moment. You probably are too. And the eternal God is looking at you. You know if I'm standing or sitting. Listen to this. You read my thoughts from far away. You thought you were hiding. Nobody knows what's going on with you. You read my thoughts from far away. There's a man in China at the moment, more than one, but God is searching that man and he knows him completely. And does the man know Jesus or God? No. He's a faithful communist. But God is searching him and he knows him. Whether I walk or lie down, you are watching. You know every detail of my conduct. You can run, but you can't hide. Every detail of my conduct. It's too much, isn't it? And again, to acknowledge, as the day goes by today, I forget completely, as I'm busy about the day's work, that God is examining me and He knows me. And even having said this, which I say often, I still spend most of every day not aware, not even thinking about He's examining me. The word is not even on my tongue, Yahweh, the I am, before you know all about it. Behind and close in front, you fence me round, shielding me with your hand. Such knowledge is beyond my understanding, a height to which my mind cannot attain. I remember years ago I was standing in Bishop Moore High School in Orlando, and there's a big lake on the property, and I saw these hundreds and hundreds of little tiny fish, and that was one of the moments where this psalm kicked in, that God knows every little fish. Not even a sparrow can fall to the ground in London or Paris or Beijing without the knowledge of God. We're always in His presence. So where can I go to escape from your spirit? How can I get away from you? Where could I flee from your presence? If I climb the heavens, you are there. There too, if I lie in the underworld. If I flew to the point of sunrise or westward across the sea, your hand would still be guiding me, your right hand holding me. So this psalm then plays a part every day in my life, and I could be going from one room to the other or whatever, walking over to the church, and it'll click in. You're searching me, and you know me. And I'm still in a bad humor, by the way, from overtired from the weekend and all the masses, and it'll click in. You search me and you know me. And not just knowing me on the outside, like if I said to the darkness, cover me, and light to become night around me, that darkness would not be dark to you. Night would be as light as day. So you finally got to sleep one night. You had a bad day and your mind is racing. And finally you fall asleep. And the God says, thank God he's fallen asleep. Such a nuisance, this person. And I've been searching him all day long. But so if I asked the darkness to cover me and light to become night around me, the darkness would not be dark to you. Night would be as light as day. It was you who created my inmost self, my soul, and put me together in my mother's womb. Thus Catherine was her name. For all these mysteries, I thank you. For the wonder of myself. I never think of myself as a wonder, do you? For the wonder of your works. You know me through and through, from having watched my bones take shape. Some of them are hurting, by the way, and you know that, so I'm sorry about bothering you. You know me through and through, from having watched my bones take shape, when I was being formed in secret, knitted together in the limbo of the womb. You have scrutinized my every action, all were recorded in your book. My days listed and determined before the first of them occurred. So the day that we draw our last breath, it's already determined. No need to get excited about anything. God, how hard it is to grasp your thoughts, how impossible to count them. I could no more count them than I would the sand. And suppose I could, you would still be with me. So I wonder my own self, I'm very conscious of, again, sometimes that I'm being searched and he knows me. And it brings about a great silence in me. I'm not trying to scandal anybody. I pray every day, so don't get the wrong impression here. I read the Psalms and say Holy Mass, but the only thing I think about is the response that I should have to the fact that I'm always in the presence of God, whether I like it or not, is silence. Somebody's searching me this moment. So Psalm 139. But, gentlemen of the jury and ladies of the jury, there are many kinds of silence. Consider first the silence of a man or woman when they are dead, and you walk into the room where they are lying, like Lazarus in the tomb, and you listen. What do you hear? Nothing. Silence. This is silence, pure and simple. Consider now that another type of silence. I'm a politician, and I will decide. I'm one of those that decides that I'm pro-choice, and I legislate laws that kill millions of children across the world every year. The halls of the chairs of government all over the world are sticky with blood, and I keep silent. This is not silence. I betoken. I agree with what they're doing, and so now I'm going to shut up for a while and consider the nature of my silence. I speak out against, not against, I speak out that it's a blasphemy in the sight of God what we're doing politically with transgenderism, homosexual sodomies, and our men and women in government, and millions of people along with them sit silent. They're silent about it. This is not silence. This is denial. You agree with. You agree with it. It bellows around the world. Your houses of parliament are red with blood. Okay, I'll stop for there because I'm being searched at this moment, and so are you. And that's one of my encounters with the 139th Psalm. It's the first time I put it on display for the world to see. Amen, everybody.